Preparing to live stream. Setting up your meeting. I think we're good.
Hello, Facebook. My name is Samoy and I am part of the SEAM team, and this is SEAM Live from the Children's Education Alliance of Missouri. Oh my gosh, I am so happy to be on here tonight. Today is the parent takeover on SEAM Live again. So if you're watching this live right now, thank you so much for joining us live. But if you are watching this in the future on the recording, thank you too. So glad that you were able to watch it. We will be watching the comment section below on our Facebook Live. So please join in the conversation to ask questions, to say hello, come by, swing by and say hello, any comments, but also just enjoy yourself. All right. Joining me tonight is like, she's my sister now. Like, just, it is what it is. You're like my sister now. But joining my colleague slash sister from the same team in St. Louis is Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Samoy.
Hey, girl. Hey.
I'm always happy to do the Facebook Live parent takeover with you.
I am too. I get so excited, and I have my new glasses on. So I was like, I want to look really cute tonight.
Good.
Oh my gosh. Well, Lisa, today is part 2 of our open enrollment conversation that we started last month. October. Gosh, I can't believe we're already in November. Well, we had the interview with Hallie Faulkner from the No More Lions Coalition.
Yes, that was an interesting conversation, Samoy.
Yeah.
What stuck out with you the most from that episode?
Well, Lisa, I think the one thing that I really enjoyed, and before I go any further, if you missed last month Facebook Live, please go back and look at it down below on our Facebook page to understand a little bit more of what we're talking about. But I really did appreciate how Hallie talked about like the data, because sometimes you know how they say like actions speak louder than words. Well, data speaks louder than words. And I was really shocked that she told us that 24 states, parents or guardians can face fines or jail time if they go outside of their district to go to a better school district. And that was just from the data that she told us about. So that really stuck out to me, because to get a fine because you want your child to go to a better school is, I just really didn't think I would ever hear that before, ever.
Oh yes, Missouri still criminalizes address sharing to attend a different school. Holly's comment about her collision's effort to get rid of the school district boundaries was interesting to me. Those boundaries feel outdated today and just look like it's an organized effort to keep certain kids confined within certain areas.
Absolutely. Agreed. 110%, Lisa. Yeah, it just breaks my heart. It really does. But before we go on any further in the conversation, I would like to share some educational news with our audience. So, do you want to hear the educational news?
Yes, that sounds good.
So this is a little bit different because normally I just have one that I normally share, but because I guess I'm feeling just really, really good and just there's so much educational news, I'm going to share actually 2 tonight. So Lisa and the whole audience, you'll get to hear more of me tonight. So that's always a good thing. The first one is from an online education news source called 74million.org. And this is a wonderful, wonderful website. So if you ever want to check it out, please, 74million.org. And their cover story the other day was about how traditional public school districts are adapting to the prevailing school choice environment in Arizona and Florida.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So how are those schools adjusting?
Wow, it was really interesting. Well, both of the states they've had school choice for a long time, and they both have ESAs like Missouri's Most Scholars scholarship program, which your son is taking part of as well, Lisa. So they have had, I mean, like tremendous success with the different school choice options that they had. But what it talked about is how traditional, now get this, how traditional public schools they've adapted um, to it nowadays. Families not attending the school, so homeschooling, virtual school, well, maybe not more virtual school, but just not attending that school can still have the option of purchasing certain experiences. Like they have the funds where they can purchase to play sports at the school, participating in a club like the debate club, or enrolling in a class like a foreign language class or an advanced math class.
That's amazing, Samoy, and would be so helpful to parents, you know. That
Mhm.
sounds like a good read.
Yeah, yeah. It really is. And because it's a good read, and just because, like, I don't want everybody to like, are you serious? Like, this is too good to be true. We are going to right now put the link for the article in the comment section below. So please check it out. It's a very interesting article. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, yeah.
So what's the other article about?
Well, I did tell y'all too. Yes, so the second one also talks about Arizona and Florida. I'm telling you, they're doing big things in Arizona and Florida. This is, um, y'all, come on, we got to get there. And
Yes,
then also, along with Wisconsin, all three have school choice programs.
right. I do believe Milwaukee had the
Mhm.
first private school choice program in the country.
I think you're right, Lisa. Dr. Let's see, is it Howard Fuller and others made that happen?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I thought so. Like I was like, wow, that's amazing. Well, this article, there's a little bit I'm going to be reading from the not so much the statistics, but I just want to make sure everyone completely understands what these three states are doing for families and making sure that families have more school choice options. So, the first one is in the Canyon School District. Families can use ESA, which are educational savings account funds, to enroll in public school programs. So once again, if you are homeschool, like traditional homeschool, you can purchase like to take a class at their school or be a part of the club or be on the football team, basketball, whatever they have, including core academic classes, electives, and extracurricular activities through the Utah Fits All Scholarship. So Utah has also gotten involved, and that's the school district, Canyon School District. One of the other schools, which is in Arizona, is the Vale School District, develop a rate card that outlines costs for homeschool families who want to purchase individual school courses. They can enroll in clubs, access sports, or engage in other extracurricular programs using Arizona's ESA program. And then the last one in Florida, Prima School District lets students, they can also use the ESAs to pay for career and technical educational courses. Like, I am so happy about that because it's kind of like, not even kind of with these educational savings accounts, Lisa. Traditional homeschooling families or those that are not even in that district are able to use those funds, which benefits and helps the public schools. And they're able to take these courses or be a part of the extracurricular activities. Like that is such an amazing thing. But get this, Lisa, and I definitely had to put this statistic in here because we still have a lot of work to do. Definitely have a lot of work to do. More than 80% of families surveyed by YouGov, 80% of families all over the United States. We're not even talking about Missouri. We are talking about all over the United States of America. 80% of families want a customizable educational experience for their child. But get this, Lisa, only 38% say they can currently achieve that. So let me get something for you real quick. I got my calculator here, Facebook. At least I got my calculator here. Like I got old school calculator here. And 80% of families want this, and 38% are able to take part in that. That is 42% of American families that want to partake in having a customizable educational for their kids. Like we have work to do. That once again, it goes to show that parents are looking for school choice options more than ever for their children all across the United States.
Absolutely. You know, I can see why parents want that kind of flexibility for their children's education.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you're so right. And we're going to put the link in the comments too. And I encourage all of y'all to take a look at this information in this article. You know, you don't have to be a parent, but you know, you've got neighbors' kids and you've got grandchildren, nieces, nephews. I would encourage everyone, please look at these articles and just understand that it's not just in Missouri, y'all. It is all over the United States.
Absolutely. Facebook, our education news is filled with valuable information. Check it out.
You got that right. You got that right. Well, Lisa, you know, I can keep talking about those two articles, but I know we have a limited amount of time. And I don't know, I just feel like I haven't spoken to you in like forever, even though I spoke with you yesterday. I don't get this. Like I even thought like, did we not have a Facebook Live last month? But we did. So I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know. But let's move on. This is part two of our open enrollment conversation. Like I said earlier, last month, we had Hallie Faulkner from the No More Lines Coalition, which helped us understand some of the policy perspectives, which, you know, is so important to understand the policies. So this month, we're going to share a personal success story. So it's one thing to have, you know, the data and we have like a professional come on, you know, and talk about it, but to get those personal stories are just so much more beneficial.
Yes, Samoy. We interviewed DeAndre, who thrived after choosing a STEM school that led to an apprenticeship. So let's
Wow.
take a look at the interview with him as he shares his journey to success and how choosing the right school made a difference in his life.
Oh,
Hello,
wow.
DeAndre. Welcome to the Parent Takeover interview.
Nice to meet you.
DeAndre, could you tell us about what school did you go to and how was it at your school? What was that experience like?
I originally was at McClure, and I was staying there with a friend of my family because I wanted to be in that school district more than Normandy. And so the high school that I wanted to go to, it was called the STEAM Academy at McClure South Berkeley, and that was being a science, technology, engineering, arts, and math school, and that really caught my eye because I originally wanted to go into the engineering field. My original plan was to go to this school and eventually graduate and then go to Rolla. And I wanted to become an electrical or mechanical engineer.
Did you go to the middle school or you just went to the high school STEM school?
I just went to the high school. I went to Ferguson Middle. I was always in the Ferguson School District, and we were gonna move my going into my high school junior year, and that was when I wanted to go to this STEAM school, and that's when that also first opened. I wanted to stay in Ferguson, go to the STEAM school.
You started out at McClure South Berkeley?
When I was at the McClure, this was before the STEAM school was created. So I was there my freshman and my sophomore year, and then that's when we were getting ready to move. So we were going to move to Normandy, but I wanted to stay in that school district and actually go to the STEAM school so I could, further that engineering field. So it is a STEAM school, and they have different pathways you can go to. So they partner with Project Lead the Way. They have different engineering things and stuff, and it's like classes that you can take there that also count towards college credit and stuff like that. And it's more of a direct, pathway if that's something that you're interested in.
So, DeAndre, with the path that you went on at the STEAM school, so you were in high school but you were getting college credits for the career that you're doing right now. Is there a specific amount of college credits that you can do while you're in high school? How did that work?
So the way that they have it set up at the STEAM school, all of their classes are advanced. So basically, um, all your core classes like your reading, your math, your science, your history, all of those classes are automatically AP classes, and
Okay.
they do partner with the St. Louis community, and that's how they're able to be counted for college credit.
So tell us about your life now, DeAndre.
So currently, I did mention that I originally wanted to get into the engineering field, but my senior year, my college advisor, he came to me with this tech program that he thinks that I would like. And originally, I didn't think about going into tech, but I did check out the program, and it was something I liked. And I did end up going through the program, and the way that was set up, I started that program my second semester in my last year of high school, and that was actually a tech program. So I started that, and then after I graduated is when I started my apprenticeship at Evernorth Cigna, and I've been there ever since. And when I started
Wow.
I was at apprentice for about 8 months, and then after that I was hired full time.
That's amazing. You hear that, Samoy?
Yeah, Lisa, I'm just like sitting here, like thinking about my life's choices. But absolutely incredible, DeAndre. Because of, I had a question because of the school, the STEM school that you went to, and um, is it easy? Could any kid get into the school? Is it like a public school where you just, fill out, like I'm going to go to this school and that's it?
So actually, there is an interview process that you have to be picked for. So you sign up to interview, and then you go through that process, and they kind of go through all the people that went through the process. They already had a STEAM middle school at the time,
Okay.
so they did the interviews there. So we went there, and they had like panel interviews on why we wanted to be there, and then we also did a couple group activities, and then there was also like an application letter that we had to write.
I mean, Lisa, that is what it's all about. Having more parents just want more school choice options.
Yeah,
Uh,
better educational opportunities for their children.
I know you're going to do amazing. Just great things ahead for you, DeAndre. We are definitely cheering you on, and just know that continued success is definitely in your future. So thank
Absolutely.
you so much. Thank you for answering those questions for us, and thank you for being an advocate for school choice and the importance of school choice options.
Thank you.
DeAndre, thank you. Wow. Wow. I mean, like, I'm just sitting here, DeAndre, I'm sure you're watching. You probably have family and friends. Like, I am just still cheering you on. I think during the interview, Lisa, when I was talking to him, at one point I said, I feel like I'm talking to an adult here. And he is an adult. He's graduated from high school. He's got a career. And it's just just an amazing, young man in everything that he's doing. So, um, it was just a really great interview. I'm so glad I have my voice back because I was struggling that night. I was struggling to do it that night. But Lisa, from the interview, what are your thoughts?
Um, DeAndre is a true example of how making the right educational choice can lead to success. And his dedication and drive has truly paid off.
Yeah, yeah. DeAndre definitely he has made a name for himself. And I really appreciate that he wants to continue on the path of advocating for school choice and helping those in his community. And absolutely, Lisa, his life is living proof that it is extremely important for families to have school choice options. We have to continue, you know, either perfecting those school choice options that we already have, adding more options and giving families the freedom to make a 155%. I always say 155% now. I mean, I need to say more than 100, I don't know, but I always say 155%. I just had to say that, get that out. But it's just so important to give families those options.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. So any final reflections on these two episodes of open enrollment? So we had part two last month and this part on open enrollment. Anything that you want to add to it?
Yes, Missouri parents would love to have a la carte option for our children's education. We would
Oh
love
yeah.
to do that. And Missouri needs to eliminate school district boundaries because every student in the state deserves access to a quality education, regardless of where they live.
Lisa, I agree with you 155%. Like, and this is speaking from personal experience because I have three children, and the schools that are in our district are absolutely amazing. But I would be so devastated if I was in a failing school district and I could not go to a neighboring school or another school that would provide my children with getting the best quality education they possibly could have. That is devastating. That is hard, to look at your kids and say, they look up to us. Our kids look up to us. And to tell them, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do, like that makes me like sick to my stomach just knowing that those options would not be available. So we have to continue advocating for school choice legislation. We have to continue that, especially one that would remove school district boundaries. um Absolutely. Well, okay, I can keep rambling on and on about that. But Lisa, next month will be our 12th parent takeover here on Seam Live on Facebook. Number 12. We have started January 2024, and next month will be number 12. Like 1, 2. Like I can't believe this.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that it's almost been a year. We've did some incredible interviews and conversation, and we're gonna keep this parent takeover going.
We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. I'm doing my happy dance in my seat right now. Um, it has just been an amazing year, and please, everyone, please check out next month's Facebook Live. We're inviting everyone. Like, get everyone, call your friends, your family, get popcorn, candy, whatever you need to do, and just gather around for our December 10th, y'all. Tuesday, December 10th is our parent takeover, and we will be looking back on 2024 on all the things that we have done. Like, Lisa, how fun is this going to be? Like, how fun is it? I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
Me either. Like, we've got some really great pictures. I don't want to spoil, but there's some that people haven't even seen yet. So, me either, or is it me neither? Me neither, or me one of them. Well, whatever it is. In any case, we hope everyone is planning to join us for the December one. But before, Lisa, we get to December, that's one of my favorite holidays. I think I even showed y'all a video. We started decorating and we are so ready for December. But let's slow it down for Thanksgiving. What is something, just tell me something, your favorite thing about November, whatever it is.
November.
Yes,
Oh, just the fall weather. I love the fall weather in
you love
November.
fall weather.
Hmm.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and I know you hate this, but I do it all the time to you because would I not be Samoy if I didn't do this? But I'm not putting you on the spot. What is something you are thankful for this November?
I'm thankful for God's blessings, His love, His grace. I'm thankful for my family and friends. There's so many things that I am thankful for, Samoy. I can go on and on about all the things. I'm thankful for life itself, but what are you thankful
Yeah.
for?
Oh my gosh, you just said it. Like I could go on and on. But before I say that, before I say what I'm thankful for, audience, whatever you're thankful for, please put it in the description box below in the comment section. We would love to know what you're thankful for. But for me, I am just so thankful for God's continued blessings and having my family and my children and my church family, my work family, being able to use my gifts and talents. I love to talk. That's one of my many, just talking and engaging with others. And so using those gifts and talents, definitely, I am so thankful for. Lisa, I know I can keep going on and on and on, but I know we need to wrap this up. But I do have to ask you one more thing with the upcoming holiday, just one more thing, and I promise you that. What are your plans? Are there any plans you care to share about? And what's your favorite part of the upcoming holiday?
I just will be spending time with family,
Okay.
going over family house, family and friends, spending time,
Okay.
quality time.
Okay. That's super important. Super important. What about me? Ask me.
Oh, what will you be doing?
Oh, well, since you asked, we are Facebook's probably like, wow, this is really great, like towards the end. But we go over to a friends of our house, family friend's house every single year. I don't have to bring anything but me, Fred, and the kids. I don't do any cooking. She does all the cooking. A ton of food is from scratch. Like, just we have such a great time. And I think my favorite part of like I love to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And then that night on my friend's table, so she had like I think it's like 16 chairs at the dining room table, and she has this tablecloth, this paper, but it has like different games on it. And so there's one for tic-tac-toe. And this year, I always love to play tic-tac-toe. And one of the gentlemen that will be there, he beats me every single year. But I am determined to at least get two games of tic-tac-toe and win it. So
You good at
I am
that,
so
Samoy.
excited. Yes. You know what? I'm actually going to share some pictures on our December Facebook Live from on Thanksgiving Day, what we did. So, yeah. Lisa, oh my gosh. November 2024's Facebook Live is officially in the books. They're in the books. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Thank you all for joining us live. And if you're watching this in the future online, thank you too so very much. Like us, follow us, and share our videos on all three of our social media platforms, which are Children's Education Alliance of Missouri on Facebook. Search for us, or if you like your URLs, it's facebook.com/Seam Official. The Seam Team on Instagram, and search for Children's Education Alliance on LinkedIn. Make sure you follow some of the links in the comments section and get involved. And please do not forget to put in the comment what you're thankful for this month in November. We can't wait to see y'all in December for our December Facebook Live, where we will be reflecting over the last 12 months of doing Facebook Lives and just so many things that we have been doing throughout the year. So once again, thank y'all so much for watching and have a good night. Bye, Lisa.